what's going on guys? Tane the Digital Realtor with eXp Realtor here. My for sale by owner tip number 3 is pre-qualifying the buyers. You want to make sure that you pre-qualify a buyer to save you that headache down the road. And as well, there really are two main reasons. One is for your own safety and second is for financing. All right. A lot of first-time home buyers are unfortunately inexperienced in the process, and what they will actually do is start searching for a home first before they actually speak to a lender to see how much they qualify for. And you guys as the homeowner, you're aware to do this before you start, searching for a home. However, most first-time home buyers aren't. And I've heard of horror stories where people overlook this as well. And what will happen is the, for sale by owner will go under contract with the prospective buyer, and then down the road they'll come to find out that they just don't qualify. And I'm talking about where these people just, credit scores are super low, their debt to income is too high, and just from the beginning you could have eliminated that. So keep that in mind. That'll save you a ton of headache. And what you want to do is you simply want to ask the buyer, hey, have you spoke to a lender at all? When you're having the conversation, and they'll tell you yes or no. If they tell you yes, have them email you the pre-approval letter, which will actually have the lender's information and as well, the prospective buyer's information as well, so this way you can verify everything. I highly recommend you call the lender to make sure that this is up to date, and as well see what part of the process they're in. See if they're, if they've submitted their files to underwriting at all yet. Certain banks operate differently, where certain banks will actually send it to underwriting before they get the pre-approval letter, but most banks don't. So just keep that in mind. If it's been sent in underwriting, less room for you to have failures down the road. All right. And you also want to discuss with the home buyer what they liked about your home, right? Things like that, because this will kind of get you a good idea of where they are in the stage of the home buying process, because the last thing you want is a buyer to get cold feet and back out of the deal as well. So just keep that in mind, guys. Those are ways that you can prevent it, seeing what the motive is, and as well how much they like the home, what part of features of the home they like, things like that. Just asking basic questions. But also, most importantly, the pre-approval letter is great because when you speak to the lender, you'll be able to find out, especially if they're working with a buyer agent, they'll disclose to you if, hey, we got a home to sell. Keep that in mind. If you have two contingencies going on, that can get a bit complicated. So you might want to get that out of the way to find out if the prospective buyer has a home to sell of theirs as well. And if they do, what part of the process are they in? Have they removed all the contingencies and there's no room for failure? That will get you a good determination on how strong this offer is. Because let's say, for example, a buyer comes in and they send me an offer, asking price, they ask for 2% closing cost assistance, whatever the case might be, and then their home is contingent upon the sale of their home. The offers, the purchase is contingent upon the sale of their home. That's going to make a difference, because if you have another offer without that, then that's going to be more of a stronger offer, right? So keep that in mind, because that will make a difference on your decision making. So, and as well, you guys want to discuss what the timeline's like. For that reason, let's say, for example, you guys have a home to purchase as well to move into. You and the buyer side should be communicating of when a realistic closing date is. All right. The last thing you want is when you're going further down the process and then people will start getting into arguments over the actual date of when they can move in. If this is all brought up front and the right expectations are set, you shouldn't have a problem at all. And most importantly, guys, never share your home alone, and make sure you always have someone with you, because nowadays, you never know what can happen. There's fraud in every industry. And that's why I say this pre-qualification part is great for your own safety as well. Because what you want to do is get their name, email address, and phone number, keep a log of these people that are coming through the home so you can track back if anything goes missing. I highly recommend hide anything valuable out of sight as well. All right, guys. But other than that, I hope that was helpful. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. I am trying to grow my channel, so it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys. Have a good one.